Ever wondered how our grandparents handled everyday tasks with such ease? They had a treasure trove of simple yet effective tricks up their sleeves. You're watching Grandpa's Penny Jar, and today we'll uncover 11 timeless life hacks from Grandpa that are just as useful today as they were in the past. Let's jump right in. Season cast iron skillet with bacon fat. One of the best ways to season your cast iron skillet is by using bacon fat. After frying some bacon, take that rendered fat and use it to coat the surface of your skillet. This helps create a natural non-stick layer and gives your cooking an added richness. Plus, you get the delicious taste of bacon every time you cook. Simply heat the skillet, add the fat, and let it absorb into the pores of the iron. This method prevents rust and extends the lifespan of your skillet. To do it right, heat your oven to 375 degrees, spread a thin layer of bacon fat over the skillet, and bake it upside down for about an hour. Let it cool, and your cast iron will be beautifully seasoned. Repeat this process occasionally, and your skillet will stay in prime condition for generations to come. Restore faded plastic furniture with WD-40. Over time, plastic furniture can start looking worn and faded, especially when left outside. But there's a simple fix. WD-40. Just spray a little on the surface of the plastic and wipe it down with a cloth. The WD-40 restores the shine, bringing back the original color. Not only does it work wonders on outdoor furniture, but it can also be used on garden tools or plastic containers. The secret lies in WD-40's ability to penetrate and revitalize the plastic, making it look nearly new again. To apply, spray a light coat onto the faded areas, let it sit for a minute, then buff it in with a clean, dry cloth. This trick is quick, easy, and gives a fresh, new look to old, weathered plastic. Just be sure to wipe away any excess to avoid a slippery surface. Your outdoor space will instantly look more vibrant without the need for expensive replacements. Speaking of simple solutions, did you know you can make your own laundry detergent with just 3 ingredients? Make laundry detergent with washing soda. Laundry detergent can be expensive, and many store-bought options contain harsh chemicals that aren't great for your skin or the environment. But Grandpa had a simple, cost-effective solution: homemade detergent. All you need is washing soda, borax, and a bar of soap. Grate the soap into fine shavings, then mix it with equal parts washing soda and borax. Store it in a container and use a small scoop for each load of laundry. This homemade detergent cleans just as well as commercial brands, costs way less, and leaves clothes smelling fresh without unnecessary chemicals. Plus, it's free from artificial fragrances and dyes, making it a great choice for those with sensitive skin. Use pasta water for sauces. Next time you make pasta, don't just dump that starchy water down the drain. That's liquid gold for your sauces. The starch in pasta water helps thicken sauces and makes them cling to the noodles better, creating that restaurant-quality texture. Instead of using plain water to loosen a sauce, add a ladle of pasta water and stir. This works wonders for dishes like spaghetti carbonara, Alfredo, or even a simple marinara sauce. The starch acts as a natural emulsifier, binding ingredients together and creating a velvety texture. It's a tiny trick that makes a huge difference in the taste and consistency of your food. Use vinegar to kill sidewalk weeds. Nobody likes weeds creeping through the cracks in their sidewalks or driveways. But before you reach for chemical weed killers, try Grandpa's all-natural method: vinegar. White vinegar is a powerful herbicide because of its high acidity. Pour it directly onto the weeds on a dry, sunny day. The acid will dehydrate and kill them quickly without the harmful effects of synthetic weed killers. For extra strength, mix in a little salt and dish soap. The soap helps the vinegar stick to the weeds, while the salt dehydrates them further. This will keep your walkways looking clean and weed-free without any toxic runoff. Use banana peels to attract butterflies. Want to bring more butterflies into your garden? No need for expensive feeders or special plants. Just use banana peels. Butterflies love the sugars in overripe bananas. Simply place the peels near your flowers and watch as these beautiful pollinators start showing up. Not only does this create a lovely natural environment, but it also helps with plant pollination, keeping your garden thriving. Plus, it's a great way to repurpose fruit waste. If you want even more butterfly activity, try mashing the banana with a little water and spreading it on a tree trunk or a plate. It works like a charm. Store garden tools in sand to prevent rust. Rusty garden tools can be a real pain, but Grandpa had a simple way to keep them in top shape: storing them in a bucket of sand. Fill a bucket with clean, dry sand and mix in a bit of mineral oil. After using your tools, simply plunge them into the sand. This keeps them dry, prevents rust, and keeps the edges sharp. The sand wicks away moisture while the oil adds a protective coating. It's an easy and effective way to extend the life of your garden equipment and keep your tools ready for the next job. Hold nails with a comb. When hammering, hammering nails can be tricky, especially when you're trying to hold them steady without smashing your fingers. Here's an easy fix. Use a comb. Simply slide the nail between the teeth of the comb, position it where you want it, and hammer away. The comb holds the nail in place while keeping your fingers out of harm's way. This trick is especially useful for small nails that are hard to grip, a simple, clever solution to a common problem. You can also use a clothespin for the same purpose. Just clip the nail in place and remove it once the nail is secure. Keep tools off the ground. Whether you're working in the garage or the backyard, keeping tools off the ground is essential to making them last longer. Moisture, dirt, and debris can cause rust and wear over time. The best solution? Hang them up. Use pegboards, wall hooks, or even an old wooden pallet to organize your tools and keep them dry. Not only does this prevent damage, but it also keeps everything within easy reach, so you're not constantly searching for what you need. If you don't have wall space, you can also repurpose an old bucket. Just place tools handle up so they stay off damp surfaces. Now let's talk about coffee. If yours is a little too bitter, there's a ridiculously easy fix you need to try. Add a pinch of salt in your coffee to reduce bitterness. If your coffee is too bitter, don't reach for extra sugar. Try a pinch of salt instead. Salt neutralizes bitterness and enhances the natural sweetness of coffee. Just a tiny pinch before brewing or in your cup can make a noticeable difference. This trick works especially well for cheap or overbrewed coffee that tends to be more bitter. It's a simple way to improve your morning cup without extra calories or artificial sweeteners. If you're feeling adventurous, you can also try adding cinnamon or cocoa powder for an extra flavor boost. And finally, let's end on a cozy note, because there's nothing better than warm slippers on a cold morning. Warm slippers with a hairdryer. On cold mornings, nothing feels better than slipping into warm, cozy slippers. But instead of waiting for them to warm up on their own, use a hairdryer. Blast the inside of your slippers for a few seconds before putting them on. The warmth makes them feel extra comfortable and takes the chill out of winter mornings. This trick also works for gloves, socks, or even your bed before you climb in. If you're using this trick on shoes, be careful not to overheat them, especially if they're made of synthetic materials that could melt or warp. There you have it, 11 simple yet genius life hacks straight from Grandpa's playbook. These timeless tricks save money, reduce waste, and make everyday tasks easier. Try a few out and see how much they improve your daily routine. Sometimes the old ways really are the best ways. If you have any of your own grandpa-style life hacks, share them in the comments. We'd love to hear them.